Twitch won't exist in 7 years? Okay. Let's find out if this is true, chat. All right.
Steady decline for the past 2 years, and they have no idea how to fix it. They are potentially losing hundreds of millions of dollars per year, laying off hundreds. Been on a steady decline for the past 2 years. Twitch has been on a steady decline.
I don't know if this is... What does this mean? Twitch has been on a steady decline for the last 2 years. So this is already... Okay. This is already... COVID fucked up a lot of stuff. Everything's been on a decline in the last 2 years. Be very careful anytime. If anyone's like, yo, this thing has changed this much in the last X number of years. And if those number of years are 2 years and it's 2023, that's because of COVID.
Decline for the past 2 years, and they have no idea how to fix it. They're potentially
start another pandemic. There you go.
Losing hundreds of millions of dollars per year, laying off hundreds of employees, banning some of their most important creators.
Every tech company is letting people off.
Shut the fuck up!
Joe Anonymous, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Also for like
Per year, laying off hundreds of employees, banning some of their...
Like, you can, like, okay. I actually am surprised they have not this is the one that concerns me. This one I'm sure is some weird fucking legal shit that no one knows. This is Aiden Ross. So it's really it's really Kai and Gideon are the only ones that I'm like, and Kai isn't even banned right now. Gideon is the one that I am shocked that after Gideon and Pokey resolved things, I'm amazed. Yeah, Kai's literally streaming right now. What?
Their most important creators, implementing useless features, and are constantly proving how little they know or care about the live streaming community. Twitch has been the biggest live streaming platform for the better part of a decade, but there is some competition on the horizon. Although it wouldn't take much for YouTube to put Twitch out of their misery, it's very likely that their collapse will come from their own self-sabotage. First and foremost, Twitch's financial stability is confusing, and although they reported $2.8 billion in revenue in 2022, it's unclear how much of that, if any, was profit. However, there are a lot of implications.
I'm sorry. This is like the second time I've watched one of this guy's videos, and I get that he's like really popular, and I'm subscribed to him, but like, what, dude, and maybe this just is not, I'm not the audience, but like, Twitch has said that they have this much revenue, but we're unsure how much of that is profit. It's like, well, yeah, because that's the revenue. Profit is the revenue minus the expenses. So, what? So what are the expenses? And then you can figure out their profit. Like, it's...
How much of that, if any, was profit. Reported $2.8 billion in revenue in 2022. It's unclear how much of that, if any, was profit. However,
okay, so if they made 2.8 in revenue, 2.8 billion in revenue, estimate what their costs were.
there are a lot of implications.
I think that's what he means. Yeah, but the way he's framed is like, they reported that they earned this much, but it's unclear if any of that was it's like, okay, well, like, what?
That suggest the company is struggling to be in the green. Twitch's 4 ways of making money are through subscribers who pay $5 a month to get an ad-free experience.
Speaking of, hey, what's up, guys?
As well as other small benefits. In-app purchases, which include bits, a digital currency that users can purchase to donate to streamers. Partnerships with brands and sponsors, and of course, the number one, advertising. We don't know how many total paid subscribers there are on Twitch. I did find this metric from Stream Hatchet that says in April of 2021, Twitch had 8.7 million subscribers, where 43% of them were Amazon Prime subs. A Prime subscriber is someone who gets an
Potato, thanks for the 20 gifted.
ad-free experience for $0 since they already have an Amazon Prime membership because Amazon owns Twitch. Therefore, Twitch doesn't make any money on that sub. In fact, you could argue they're losing money since viewers are paying $0 and not getting ads, and Twitch has to pay creators $1 and some change for that Prime sub. Anyways, this graph indicates that in the month of April, Twitch had 4.7 million paid subscribers, times $5, which is 23.5 million, times 12 months average, which would be about $282 million in sub revenue in 2021. But Twitch on average receives between 30 and 50% of that money, because for affiliate streamers, Twitch takes 50%, or $2.50 of the $5 subscriber price, and for partners, they take 30%, or $1.50 of the $5. So if we favor the high end of 50%, that would equal $141 million in subscriber revenue that goes to Twitch. But if Stream Hatchet's estimation of Twitch only having 4.7 million paid subscribers per month is wrong, and they actually have around 10 to 20 million paid subscribers per month, that would bring Twitch's cut between $300 and $600 million per year. Some people argue that Twitch taking a 50% cut of sub revenue is just an act of greed, because most of their money comes from advertising. Now, $141 to $600 million is nothing to scoff at, but compared to $2.8 billion, I could see why people make the claims. However, it seems like Twitch needs this money to keep their business from failing. According to a blog post in November 2022, where Twitch president Dan Clancy, who is now the CEO, announced that creators who make over $100,000 in sub revenue will no longer get their 70-30 split. It will go down to 50-50, and over time, all creators will split the sub revenue 50-50 with Twitch. Why?
I do think the 50-50 split from Twitch is questionable relative to other platforms. However, you do have to remember that Twitch it's unlike, like, let's say something like OnlyFans or Fansly, right, are mostly hosting like videos and pictures. Something like Twitch is hosting live streams, which is expensive.
Well, because it's too expensive to run Twitch. Delivering high definition, low latency, always available live video to nearly every corner of the world is expensive. Using the published rates from Amazon's Web Services Interactive Video Service, or IVS, which is essentially Twitch video, live video costs for a 100 CCU streamer who streams 200 hours a month are more than $1,000 per month. Now, what they said here is very misleading. If you want to start your own live stream platform, you can pay for Amazon IVS, or basically Twitch's infrastructure. The problem with Dan's statement.
Okay, here's maybe the blistering hot take. Should you like here's the blistering hot. I don't even know how to explain this, but it's basically like Twitch loses money on the thousands, tens of thousands of people who stream, but just stream like to stream. And that might be the problem they have to deal with in the future. I'm not saying Twitch should not let people stream or make people pay to stream, but that is actually where they probably lose money.
You can measure how hot the take is by how much Blau hesitates before saying it anyway.
That's kind of fucked up though, because I mean, like, people, obviously a lot of people grew up streaming as a hobby, so it's not to say that, oh, Twitch should cut these people out, but like, yeah, basically Twitch loses money. Like, this is fucked up, but if you were like at Twitch and with no consequences, you could like press a button that means like your bottom 90% of streamers just stopped streaming, they'd probably press that button. And again, those people the people aren't the ones who are trying to make a living off Twitch. It's actually hobbyist streamers. I think hobbyist streamers lose money for Twitch. I don't really know how to. There are any number of downstream effects from doing that. What if you cut out some of those smaller streamers who do want to start a living, and they're the future of content creation? They're young kids who are going to be the next generation of streamers. Now you've disincentivized them from becoming streamers on Twitch, right? Like, there's any number of like. They can go to Kick.
Here is there is simply no way Amazon is charging Twitch the same.
There's also no way that Kick does not have more costs than Twitch
rate that anyone else would be charged for using IVS. Why wouldn't Amazon do that? Well, again, because Amazon owns Twitch. Amazon would charge me or you $1,000 per month to deliver HD live video to 100 concurrent viewers at 200 hours a month, but they likely charge Twitch at least 50 to 90% less than that. In fact, nobody has any real idea of how much it costs to run Twitch. Obviously, you have employee compensation with thousands of employees, but more importantly, billions of dollars per year in energy costs to maintain those servers and deliver perfect quality on-demand streaming all over the world at any given moment. And although we don't know those costs, we could pretty safely say that taking a higher percentage from their partners is not going to cover the expenses. Now, regarding how much Twitch makes from bits, it's unclear, but I'm sure most streamers can agree that bits donations are nowhere near as common as subscribers. It was reported that Twitch generates
50 to 90% less. It's like I can guarantee that they pay somewhere between 5% to 95% less. It's like, wait, what? Like,
generated $185 million from in-app purchases. I'm not sure if this includes subscribers and bits together, or if it's just bits and other microtransactions like badges, gift cards, and the loot cave. Either way, we are
listen, well, yeah, for as far as Kick goes, whether it's bad or not, the reality is Kick pays for itself for gambling advertising.
Learning that at best, Twitch is generating roughly $750 million from subs and in-app purchases, or at worst, $185 million. Regardless of what the real numbers are, we know that without a doubt, Twitch could never survive on just paid subscribers and in-app purchases, which means that likely the $2+ billion in revenue they generated in 2022, pretty much it comes from advertising and brand partnerships. The problem with this is, advertisements are destroying the viewer experience. Creators have a terrible revenue split with Twitch, which has led to a near 10% decrease in average viewership and watch time for the past 2 years. We all know how annoying ads can.
A fucking global pandemic ended. Like, are people dumb?
Experience. Creators have a terrible revenue split with Twitch, which has led to a near 10% decrease in average viewership and watch time for the past 2 years.
Yes, there's been a decrease in overall viewership on Twitch in the last 2 years because a pandemic ended.
We all know how annoying ads can be, besides when I do them, because today's video is sponsored by Aura. Have you ever Googled your name and seen yourself on one of those strange sites that has way too much information about you? It feels pretty weird. I'd rather have that stuff not available to just anyone who's looking for it. Data brokers are making so much money selling your information to robocallers and spammers. Luckily, so much more to go to aura.com/ads is every time you click. Encourage streamers to run 8 to 10 minutes of ads per hour, multiple minutes of.
I do think the ad incentive thing that Twitch does is way too many ads.
Ads being displayed consecutively will result in viewers either leaving the platform or clicking off to another streamer. The only problem is every time you click on a new stream, you will get hit with another non-skippable
I think they need to start doing the thing. I like in overlay ads where you can still watch the content and then the ad is like over on the side. I don't mind those.
30-second ad. There is no way to skip the ads. There is no way to escape the ads, and there is no way to rewind the stream and see
Pre-rolls
what you just
are
missed.
intense.
This has led to a near 10% decrease in hours watched and average viewers from 2021 to 2022.
I don't know how someone can make a video like this and just like be wrong like that though. Like, the ads is why there was the decrease in viewership. This has led, like, what? Like, I feel like you have to literally be stupid or like you have to possibly even be malicious to not just be like, oh, wait a minute. Viewership on everything went down after the pandemic. Got it.
Both of those metrics are also down in 2023 by 5%. Simply put, there are too many ads on Twitch, but that's a good thing for the company, right? Well, not exactly. Twitch does not have an immense amount of data on who their viewers are, because there isn't a whole lot to do on the platform to track it. Think about YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. In just a few minutes, you will be exposed to a large variety of different niches, and you are actively pressing the like button or stopping to engage with the content. The amount of specific information you give about yourself without realizing is just data that gets organized and used to sell targeted ads to you.
No, this is actually true. You don't really have great data on who your viewers are on Twitch. YouTube has a lot of dense data.
Because of my Instagram habits, the app knows that I like
Amazon. Oh, if they're Prime users, yeah.
And streetwear and accessories, skateboarding, modern furniture, rap music, and golf. So they can send me ads related to those things. All Twitch knows about me is that I watch I'm Dante a lot. and that he's my favorite streamer. So they could maybe guess what I might be interested in based on what they think I'm Dante's viewers like. And because of this, most advertisers don't feel comfortable using Twitch because they don't know if they are truly selling to their target audience. Are you drinking water? When you advertise on YouTube, a brand like Pampers can target as specific as 28-year-old married women that live in the eastern United States and are pregnant or just had their first child. And YouTube can run ads so that mostly viewers who fit in that category will see those ads. If Pampers went to Twitch with that target audience in mind, they would simply not know where to run the ads. The only thing that Twitch knows is that their audience is mostly men ages 13 to 35 who like video games. This eliminates a huge chunk of potential revenue because only a small amount of brands want to advertise to that audience. Energy drink brands, unhealthy snack brands, car brands, and other men's lifestyle brands love advertising on Twitch, which leads to interesting sponsorships like QT Cinderella baking a cake on a live stream, but with a Manscaped partnership that says "We save balls" on the screen. To make things worse for advertisers, every deal has to be a long conversation with the ad sales team at Twitch. Back and forth emails, phone calls, contracts, a process that takes forever. But any brand or individual can simply go to YouTube, click start advertising, and run a campaign without ever talking to anyone. Twitch will never be a real competitor if they don't figure out a way to get more reliable data on their users and create a programmatic ad system so brands can sell to their audience without relying on
I just don't know how much this is true, but generally I agree with
communication with a Twitch employee. And because of their inability to produce substantial revenue, they hired internal leadership who would shift the focus away from creators and towards driving profits. The senior vice president of global creators, Constance Knight, created a new initiative: cut costs, cut costs, cut costs. Every decision over the course of her tenure was fully based on how it was going to increase company profits, which isn't necessarily her position since she is the head of global creators. Therefore, the needs of creators were constantly being ignored. In one specific example, Knight said that burnout was not a valid reason for creators to not meet contractual obligations. If you don't know, most of Twitch's top creators have contracts directly with the platform where they're being paid essentially a salary or hourly rate to stream exclusively on the platform. These contracts require them to stream anywhere from 70 to 100 hours per month, which is roughly 3 hours per day or 4 hours per day if you want the weekends off. But the VP was not letting creators use burnout, or basically them being unmotivated to stream, as a valid excuse to not meet their monthly stream requirements, which led to Twitch employees feeling like the company was losing its way. 12 Twitch employees had gone to HR or logged complaints with their superiors overnight. 5 had left the company citing Knight as a reason. Now, some of you watching could never be convinced that sitting at a computer and playing video games could become a stressful or an annoying job in any way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, it still is a job, and anyone can burn out from any job that they do.
I genuinely, the hours I spend streaming are more stressful than the hours I spend. I like that this is the great frame. I actually do think the hours I spend streaming are in some ways more, they're more fulfilling, but as successful or not success, as stressful, if not more stressful than the hours I spent as a game dev. The other thing that a lot of people don't realize is that there's like, let's say you stream 100 hours in a month, you're also working off stream. You're working to plan content. You're working on your next emotes, on a rebrand, planning a sub. Like there's like, that's like, for me, you guys have probably noticed, I have been actually working a fuck ton the last couple months off stream for the rebrand, for the subathon, for stuff like that. So there's a lot of work behind the scenes.
Every single day for years. Another previous Twitch employee took to YouTube to state how they feel about the company.
RP scripts,
Twitch doesn't care about creators. Twitch cares about looking like they care about creators. Everything Twitch has done for the last 4 years has been with the goal of feeling like they understand and care.
Although this could seem like an employee who is just upset about being fired, Twitch has shown time and time again that
I was like really kind of passionate there.
No matter how large of a creator.
Yeah, bro. Like, dude, okay. Like, wake up. Yeah, of course they care about fucking money. Don't act like they care about creators. They're a giant fucking company. That's like when Riot or Activision, Blizzard, or any of these companies are like, yo, we care about gamers, man. We care about the player experience, man. We're passionate about gamers. It's like, yeah, individual devs are, individual teams are, but don't ever get fucking gaslit by the fucking giant game developers. They care about fucking money. Like, but that's the case with everything. Like any company that gets big enough.
Creator you are, they will take you down, even at your highest moment. Kai Cenat, a creator who only just started streaming in February of 2021, dominated Twitch in all of 2022. He reached the very rare milestone of 100,000 subscribers, which made him the #1 most subscribed creator at that time. This prompted him to do a subathon, which was a 24/7, 28-day long non-stop stream in February 2023 to try and break the record for earning the most subscribers on Twitch in a single.
Oh, this was also Kai's subathon was another inspiration, by the way. Kai's subathon was a huge inspiration.
Month.
His subathon was god tier.
That record was previously held by Ludwig at 283,000.
Both these guys popped
Not only
off
did
of it.
Kai break it, he demolished it, peaking at 306,621 all-time subscribers. It was reported that he earned Twitch $10 million, while Kai only received a $2 million payout. These numbers were false, and Kai did not appreciate the narrative.
Twitch made $15 to $20 million on Kai Cenat, and Kai only brought about $2 million back to the bro. Where y'all getting these numbers from? Where?
Okay, that is another thing. All the time when people talk about streamers, people are always like, yo, I know this streamer has a contract, secret contract with Twitch, getting paid $1 million every week. Double it, give it to the next guy, $2 million the next week. Bro, people make up random fucking numbers about what money streamers earn, what they get, like what Twitch earns, I don't believe it. Like people just randomly make up fucking numbers or say there's secret contracts all the time.
These numbers coming from? Because now it's a narrative that I'm just a black man who's getting used for millions and millions of dollars.
Kai breaking the sub record was huge news, covered by publications like the BBC and Bloomberg, and most of us would assume that Twitch would do anything to boost Kai up. After all, he made history on their platform. At the very least, they would try to use this amazing moment to show the world what wonderful opportunities there are for creators on Twitch. They could squeeze out more press with Kai and do campaigns to get more people or brands interested in live streaming. But no, instead, they sent him a $100 pair of sneakers and banned him from their platform.
It better be a contract in there. Oh! Congratulations, Kai, on your huge accomplishment. We are...
Okay, the framing, okay, this is another one where this dude just, this dude is the king of, hey, here's this thing that's probably true and is generally an accepted statement or opinion, and I'm going to link it with some other fucking stupid bullshit, and then he packages them together. Do I genuinely think that, like, here's my commentary. Do I genuinely think that Twitch does not recognize some of their largest creators? Yes. Has Twitch also had a record of especially not recognizing black creators and has not been as welcoming to black communities on the internet? Absolutely. Did Kai do some stupid fucking shit to get banned? Yes. Like all of that shit can be true in the same, like.
So proud of you, Laura.
Yeah, it's like yeah, the way you frame that is like, and you know how they thanked him? They sent him sneakers and banned him. It's like, well, what about the shit that he did that got him banned?
Anna and all of your friends at Twitch.
Unfortunately, there was no contract in that package. Twitch did not see enough value in Kai to offer him a streaming contract. Or they are making a very strategic business move. Twitch is very top heavy, meaning the top creators are making all of the money. Only 5%.
Are they even going to mention why he got banned? I don't even know which ban this was, but like, I mean, dude, the guy got a fucking hand job on stream and didn't get banned for that. Like, what? I forgot what he actually did get banned for, but it was some bad shit. Like, dude, oh, come on. He got a fucking hand job. Listen, I love Kai. I think he's one of the most entertaining streamers on the platform. Does that mean that he doesn't do dumb shit that is like, hey, you probably need to ban someone for that, or at least tell them to stop doing that? Oh, it does show in the video.
Twitch streamers made over $1,000 in 2021, and
It was consensual though. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that we're a porn site. Got it.
50% of all of their revenue comes from 1% of their creators. Kai became a 1%er without getting an exclusive contract, which means Twitch is profiting.
There are any number of 1% streamers that don't have exclusive contracts. Second of all, having an exclusive contract, how do we not know that Twitch hasn't offered Kai a contract that just wasn't good enough? A lot of times taking contracts isn't actually what you want to do. You want to have the mobility to be able to stream on different platforms.
Immensely off him. It seems like they are not giving him a paid contract because they don't think he will leave. His largest audience and main financial vehicle is on Twitch, and if it was up to them, they wouldn't give streamers contracts to begin with. They want to get to a point where they aren't as reliant on the top 1% of creators. So if someone leaves the platform, they will be just fine. YouTube has 600 creators.
This is just pure conjecture.
With over 10 million subscribers. If 20% of those people stopped creating, YouTube wouldn't be hurting financially. Eventually those creators will be replaced, but Twitch 1%ers can't be replaced as quickly or as easily. Maybe Kai is a transitional point for Twitch as a company to see if they can keep 1% talent without paying them additional money. Just a few short weeks after they sent him the sneakers, Kai Cenat announced he was banned from the platform on April 17th. How could they possibly ban the #1 creator on the site? Nobody knew the reason why, but it prompted support from people like Kyrie Irving and Nicki Minaj. We later found out that Twitch told Kai it was from a GTA clip where he promoted simulated sexual activity. This was the clip.
Come on up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my God! My boss! My boss!
He pretended like he was receiving service.
I didn't know that was why he was banned. Okay, that's pretty fucked up. That's pretty dumb. I've seen way worse. That's funny as fuck. Okay. Fair enough. If that was why he was banned, my boss. I don't even think that was bad.
From a fake woman in a video game. Meanwhile, there's a ton of real borderline sexual activity on that website, let alone simulated.
Song as old as time. Da, 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 da. You can just call them a bitch. We know you have that itch. When you insult cam girls on Twitch. Bro. This is like the classic. Oh. A male streamer did something that violated TS. But what about the women doing this sexual? They always do this argument, man. Fuck. It always happens.
Simulated. Twitch is just reminding him that he, no matter how big he is, will not be able to break the rules. Twitch is just reminding him of real borderline.
Yo, what's going on with Florida fishing?
Sexual activity on that website, let alone simulated. Twitch is just reminding him that he, no matter how big he is, will not be able to break the rules. And everyone knows Twitch's terms of service are extremely unclear. In 2019, Brazilian Twitch streamer Gabriel Baptista received a suspension because he showed a Pink Floyd poster during his broadcast. Faria was banned for wearing gym clothes that Twitch claimed looked like lingerie. Deller was banned for smashing a keyboard over his head. And Dr. Disrespect was banned for, well, they never told him why. Sadly, Kai's ban is just one of an extremely long
pretty
list
bad
of
bans.
incredibly stupid bans that Twitch has given out and will continue to in the future.
Listen, I think the reason why this guy his videos are always so questionable to me is like, yeah, man, you're making a lot of good points. Yes, Twitch is inconsistent with their bans. Yeah, this example's bad. This example's bad. But one of the hugest premises of this whole video, it's like, yeah, man, point here. But the fact that you link to the 2-year decline in viewership to more ads on Twitch and not the end of the fucking global pandemic is insane to me. Cams, thanks for the 10 gifted.
So with Twitch continuously making the wrong decisions when it comes to profits, employees, and creators, is competition a real threat to their company? Recently, the live streaming platform Kick has made some noise after their $30 million plus deal where they exclusively acquired Aiden Ross. Kick works and looks exactly almost like Twitch. The main difference is that they have a much more
hot take, by the way, and you guys can say all you want about Kick. I really like Kick's branding. I fucking love Kick's branding. The like little pixelated K and the
Ross,
neon
Kick
green
works and looks exactly almost like
I'm just saying I like their branding. That's all.
Twitch. The main difference is that they have a much more lenient terms of service. Streamers can gamble, say and do just about anything they want without getting banned, and the biggest thing is that they are offering creators a 95% cut of their subscriber revenue. Jared FPS, a Kick streamer, highlighted his Kick earnings at $3,800 for 800 subscribers, which would be about $2,000 on Twitch. However, I don't think this is going to be...
Someone said go to them then? Yeah, man. I'm gonna let me go switch over to Kick right now. Let me go switch over to Kick while I'm right in the middle of my giant subathon on Twitch after Twitch staff helped me get my name Blau on Twitch, where I rebranded for Twitch.
Be enough to really compete with Twitch. Think about all of the problems I highlighted in this video. Kick is going to have to deal with all of those
exclusive though. I could go stream on Kick though.
Problems. But more importantly, with advertisers, they will be targeting the same niche as Twitch, but with less censorship and more risque.
I've already told you guys, if you guys really want to know, my plan is to stay on Twitch for like I have no plans of leaving this platform.
Content. Advertisers will
Doesn't
feel
mean I
even
can't
less
stream on others
comfortable
though, you
than
know?
they already do with Twitch. But the biggest problem is Kick is built on Amazon
Platform
IVS.
switch mid-subathon?
Remember
That's
when
kinda
Twitch
bug,
said it
actually.
was too expensive to run Twitch on IVS? Well, Kick uses the same infrastructure. The difference is Kick is likely paying at least 20 to 50% more than Twitch is to keep their business operating. So in a way, no matter how successful
I do
Kick
not have a
gets,
Twitch
they will
contract,
be paying
correct.
millions, if not billions, to Amazon, who could use that money to fund Twitch. Now, YouTube
I actually think it is hilarious that there's possibly a world where Twitch's existence is allowed by Amazon because Twitch has created a competitor, which then pays like this is some fucking crazy shit. Twitch becomes profitable because Twitch created a competitor to itself that wanted to beat it, that is sponsored by a gambling site that then pays money to Amazon and only exists as a competitor to Twitch. Therefore, Twitch can go to Amazon and be like, hey, you guys want to know where a huge chunk of our money comes from? Motherfucking Kick. And so it could actually be, that would be the fucking most hilarious shit ever if that ends up being true. Carl's P said, if you get an bag, you will leave. Okay. What's an bag? I also think that you don't like, you might not like, sure, there's some bag. Yeah, sure. And of course. I'll tell you two things. Everyone will leave for a bag. Everyone will go do something for a bag. But you'll also find that a lot of people might not do it because they just don't want to do that. And it might not be enjoyable to them. I'm actually someone where like the money that I earn now and where I'm at in life in terms of my money is actually very, I very much enjoy it. I don't want to be going around on yachts in Dubai and owning Bugattis. If I was to describe the kind of life I want a more normal life that is super comfortable, where I never have to worry about insurance, where I can travel to places that I love. Maybe I'm not staying at like, you know, a fucking Bugatti, you know, resort with a Bugatti that's, you know, transported in, but hey, you know.
Gaming, or their live streaming sector, could very well be a threat. The worst part about YouTube is that the live streaming experience is just not as good. The chat
Oh, what shaders are you using though? Steve the Gamer? Nice shader.
is chaotic
That's
and hard
nice.
to read. You can't look at chat logs, which makes it really hard to moderate. The raid feature is terrible. The discovery page for live streamers
I don't hate YouTube chat. I watch Leslie, Saikuno, Ray, Lily. I watch a bunch of them. YouTube chat's fine, honestly.
actually looks like they don't update it, and they lack many of the small features that make Twitch streaming more dynamic and more fun. Yet even with all of those downsides, YouTube still holds nearly 15% market share in the live streaming space. So why is YouTube a threat? It's very simple. YouTube has 2.5 billion monthly active users, compared to Twitch's 140 million. YouTube has a strong and reliable ad revenue system, which generated $29 billion last year. Plus, they are offering
YouTube ads are crazy. Their 70-30 split is crazy. Then the other thing that's really wild is all of the streamers make really good money off their VODs. Like, hey chat, are you a VOD watcher? Consider not watching my VODs on Twitch and watch them on YouTube instead. And it's kind of crazy because I actually have, well, let me see this. I have decent VOD views. I looked into this recently and I'm like, yo, VOD watchers, go fucking watch on YouTube. I get almost no money from the VODs on Twitch. Recent broadcast, partner anniversary, 46,000 views. Me playing on Ignite, 89,000 views. Teddy Lavender, 72,000 views. And these are like long streams too. Anyway, sub to my VOD channel so you guys can go watch there. VOD Frogs, if you see this message, go sub to the YouTube, watch there. It's also higher quality, I think. I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully.
70-30 splits for streamers. And if you build a following up as a streamer on YouTube, you now have a whole YouTube channel that you can post regular videos on. You just built yourself 2 assets at one time. Most Twitch streamers have to post clips of their streams on YouTube in order to grow. And even still, the translation is not that great, and they end up being more popular on YouTube. If YouTube just got their live streaming page to operate exactly like Twitch or Kick, which wouldn't really be that hard for them, it wouldn't make any sense for small streamers to use Twitch. 1% streamers like Hassan and XQC wouldn't immediately jump ship, or maybe never because they already have a huge following. At the same time, everybody has a price. Nobody thought Ludwig would switch platforms, but he did. So why hasn't YouTube tried to take over? Especially since I claim it'll be so easy for them. Maybe they just don't see live streaming as a worthwhile business investment. Think about everything I mentioned in this video. All the hurdles, all the expenses, all the bans, moderation, discoverability issues, creator contracts, advertiser uncertainty.
I think that is actually that's a pretty fair question.
Maybe YouTube thinks that live streaming will never be as profitable as video on demand, film, sports entertainment, and music streaming. Maybe live streaming will always be considered a niche subgenre of the entertainment industry. Until YouTube sees a bar packed full of people paying a $10 cover to watch Hassan debate Aiden Ross or Kai Cenat and 21 Savage react to Drake memes, they probably won't even bother. So what should Twitch do? Well, they
That's a bizarre example, but
definitely need to figure out a middle ground with ads. They need advertisers to pay the bills, and we as viewers understand that. Maybe a feature could be implemented that allows viewers to skip an ad or two just in case they pop up at a crucial time in the stream. Maybe even a feature that allows viewers to watch ads for a reward, or uninterrupted ad time when there's some downtime in somebody's stream. Kind of like how mobile games will allow you to watch an ad for a reward. Or you could exchange personal survey information for less ads. It's invasive, but hey, they're going to try to do that anyway. True. And after they improve their ad system, just keep the 70-30 revenue split with all creators, big or small. Most platforms provide a better split than that, so that's the least they can do.
I'm really shocked that I like Pornhub, ManyVids, OnlyFans. I am surprised they don't do 70-30.
Also, more clarity and consistency when it comes to streamer bans seems like
my favorite streamer. Hi, what's up? What's up?
Just tell people why they were banned in detail. Timestamp it. Provide a clip every single time someone is banned.
Yeah, dude. Okay. This is one of those things though where this is also the classic thing, and we see this on NoPixel all the time. This is the classic, like, hey, we actually did tell you why you're banned, but we're not going to tell you publicly. So then okay, this is one of the most common things. And we've seen this on like role play all the time. And then you all see on Twitch, it's like, yo, why was I banned, man? What the fuck? What was the reason? And then the reality is there was actually a really good reason for why you're banned. And they actually communicated that to you, but they're not going to go and say that publicly. So meanwhile, you can go out and say about Twitch or whoever else, like, yo, fuck, man, why'd they ban me for? Meanwhile, they're like, well, we can't say why we banned you publicly, but we did tell you. And it actually was for a legitimate reason. That's such a common thing. And then people always do the whole thing where they're like, oh, why was I banned?
And it should be the same process. Most importantly, they need to improve discoverability for small/medium-sized creators. Twitch streamers relying on YouTube or TikTok to gain a following is absolutely ludicrous. Twitch is way too reliant on the 1%ers, and they're way too reliant on other platforms. Ultimately, I want to see Twitch win, and the streaming community wants to see them win as well. I think live streamers are incredibly underrated.
But why do they do that though? Why do people... Wait, are you asking why people would be like, hey, I got banned? I don't know why I got banned, because they don't want to admit that they did something stupid or fucked up, so they don't want to admit it publicly. And then the company that banned them for it doesn't have it in their... Wait, what? You know how many times I've seen people be like, yo, why the fuck was I banned? Why the fuck was I banned? And it's like, you're banned because you're a complete fucking asshole. And here in this clip, you're a complete fucking asshole. And then they're like, then they go quiet. Like, that's like so common, chat.
In terms of their entertainment value and ability to hold an audience for hours on end. But if they don't make these critical improvements and YouTube just decides to invest $1 billion into making YouTube gaming a fierce competitor, I think Twitch could be on the verge of going out of business 5 to 10 years down the line.
Yeah, as much as people shit on like the NoPixel subreddit, I've seen not NoPixel, the RP clip subreddit. I've never, there's all these times where people are like, yo, why the fuck was I banned? Or like, yo, caught a ban. Unlucky. Like, hey, like, damn, can't catch a break, got unlucky, got a ban. And I'm like, oh shit, well, they must not know what happened. Then you go onto the Reddit and it's like fucking VDM, RDM, fucking OOC toxicity clip yelling at someone here. And I'm like, oh, maybe that's why you got